Hello viewers, during this video session we are going to be integrating our identity services engine to the Active Directory. So now to do that, I'll go to Administration, External Identity Sources, Active Directory. I'm going to click on Add. The joint point name, I'm going to say TechWise AD or underscore AD, and the domain, that's Active Directory domain techwise.local, and this is here. So this is my Windows Server 2012. Okay, yeah. Sorry, tools. Come here. Save directory and users. Computers. Let me delete all these entries that I have here. They are old entries. I'm going to delete them. Refresh. So that's okay. So I'll go back to my ISE, and the IP address is 192.168.20.200 as has been configured on a ISE. So I'm going to submit. Would you like to join ISE node to this Active Directory domain? You do yes. Or for example, let me say I click no, but I want to join. You can see status is not joined. But I need to join it, so I just check this and I click on join. So now there are two things that are very crucial when you are trying to integrate your ISE to the Active Directory. One, you need an account on the Active Directory. That means an account that is capable of adding, for example, an account that can add computer to the Active Directory. That means join system that joins PC to Active Directory. So any account that can add PC or remove from the Active Directory, it's very much okay to be used for the integration. And also note that the account you want to use is not an account, it's not that it's going to be stored on ISE. ISE is not going to store the account permanently. It's just for you to use it for the joining process. Just the same process, just like you want to join a PC to the domain. The PC doesn't retain the credential, the admin credential you use in joining to the domain. It's just a one-time thing. So the same thing is applicable here. The credential rising to join ISE domain, ISE doesn't keep it. It's just used for that process of joining to the domain. And after it has been integrated to the domain, that is all. That's number one. The second crucial factor is time sync NTP. It's very important. So if I'm right, the last time I checked, if the clock skew, that's time difference between ISE and your Active Directory, is greater than 5 minutes. That was the last time I checked. I don't know for now for this version 2.4, but I know if it's greater than 5 minutes, if I'm right, the Active Directory will not allow you to integrate ISE to it. So the clock skew between the Active Directory and ISE must not be greater than 5 minutes. That is why NTP synchronization is very important, is very key. So you must ensure that your domain, your Active Directory, and your ISE installation have the same time. They have time sync. Is very important. So, but now I've checked that we have the same time on ISE and my Active Directory, but I'm going to show you how to configure NTP because for production purpose, it's very key. You are going to be needing that. So my admin is going to be TechWise and login. And I'm going to click OK. Completed. You can see ISO1, that's the host name, .techwise.local, that's my domain name. So this is the FQDN for ISE, i01.techwise.local. So no status completed. So that means it has been integrated to the Active Directory. So if you come here, let me go back to the Active Directory. Let me come to computers. Let me refresh. As you see, you can see it here. It has been added to computer section of your Active Directory. So that's fine. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I'll click on groups. I want to pull out groups from the Active Directory. So whatever groups you may need to use maybe while creating your policy on ISE, maybe for radius, authentication, or maybe TACAX or whatever, you have to pull the group from your Active Directory to be able to use it to configure policy on ISE. For example, I'll click add and I'll say select groups from directory. And okay, let me just say you can filter from here, but first of all, let me just say retrieve groups. So you're going to retrieve every groups that you have on your Active Directory, but there's limits to the number of groups you can display in case if you are dealing with a production Active Directory. I don't have it offhand, but I know there's a limit to the number of groups you can display, you can pull at once from the Active Directory. But I can also filter. I can say, for example, let me say users. Let me say retrieve groups. You can see it's going to retrieve. That means if you want to search for some particular group, for example, I want to use domain users. I'm just going to check it. I've retrieved it by filtering for I. So it doesn't display a whole, because when you're dealing with AD, which is on production, you are going to have a whole lot of group. And you may need to start looking through. It's going to take a lot of time. So that's why we have the filter. And you can use your SID filter also. So domain user, that's a group I need. So I'm going to just click OK. Another group I would love to use, I think should be administrators. Let me try that. I'm able to get it. Okay, fine. Administrators, yep. So this is another group. You can see this is the SID. You can look for the SID name from your Active Directory and just filter for the SID here. So whichever way, so I'm going to click OK. So whatever group you want to use in your policy on ISE, you need to pull it from the Active Directory, and I'm going to click on Save. So when I'm creating policy and how to drill down to a particular group on my Active Directory, I can always select these two groups. These two groups will be available for me to use. So now I've integrated the Active Directory. I've pulled groups from my Active Directory, the groups that I need to use for my policy. So that brings us to the end of this video session. Thank you very much for viewing.